What's up, Zombie Slayers? This is KJ48, and welcome to a 7 Days to Die Patreon tour. This is a first for me, guys. For those of you who don't know, I do run a 24/7 7 Days to Die server for Patreon supporters and Twitch subscribers. I call them the Cage Crew, and these people are incredibly generous, really cool, and they're playing together on the server and having a bunch of fun, and that makes me really, really happy. On top of that, these excellent builders have built some sick stuff, okay? Some really epic sick stuff, and I'm going to be putting up videos from time to time of Patreon server. I guess I'm just going to call it Patreon server tour, because it's just easier that way. But yeah, they are the Cage Crew. They are the Patreon supporters. They are the Twitch subscribers, and they built some epic stuff. Enjoy the video, guys. Alright, guys, so we're here with Pighammer, and we will be doing a tour of, what is it called?
The Baconator.
Oh, because of Pighammer, I get it. Pighammer always gets mad when I kill pigs on the on stream, so he didn't take too kindly to that.
They are a sacred animal. Respect them.
So you guys are on day 135. Do you know what the settings are exactly on the server?
Not off the top of my head. We are on 2-hour days, 10-day apart for Horde Night. Difficulty level 2, I believe that is your standard difficulty upon launching the game vanilla.
And how many zombies per horde, do you know?
I'm pretty sure it's either 8 or 16. It's not that many.
But that's like, you guys do your Horde Nights together, right?
Yes, together
yeah,
in
so
one
that's 8
base.
times however many people are in the area, so... it gets to be quite a bit, you know, pretty quickly.
It is hairy.
Really quickly, these game stages are pretty sick. Oh, that's weird. Oh, 169. He's 169 with 5,500 zombie kills.
That's havoc, yeah.
How did he level so much with so few zombie kills?
A lot of upgrading and a lot of mining.
Actually, you all leveled with very few zombie kills. That's crazy. Like,
yeah, so
like you're level 151 with 2,094 zombie kills. My guy on my Let's Play World is 83, and he's got almost 5,000 zombie kills.
Yeah, again, if you want to upgrade or if you want to level up really quickly, your best bet is to just sit there and upgrade concrete block.
Oh, well, okay, so I can see where your levels are coming from now. And is that all the way down to bedrock?
All the way down to bedrock. Don't fall.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, well, give us a tour then.
Alrighty. So, we're going to start over here on the ground level, if you would call it the ground level. You got the Baconator's main entrance. We've got a garage bay
Could you
here.
turn off your headlight? Because it's really, like, blindingly bright. Everything's just white.
Certainly sorry about that.
That's all right. Even can you, like, maybe pick up one of these things? Oh, that's much better. Much
Perfect.
better. Okay, thank you.
All right. So, we've got the main level, which is the garage on the front half of the base. If we come over here to the side next to our anti-zombie shotgun turrets, we got this ladder that leads up to our airstrip. So you can actually land a gyrocopter on the roof of the Baconator. You ain't got to worry about it falling off the side. Just wish we could have had more blinking lights, but hopefully the fun pimps add that in eventually.
Blinking lights would be pretty sweet.
That they would. So off to the back towards the south end, we've got more or less the powerhouse. Still in a more or less not officially finished stage for the power room, but over here you've got a glass roof.
Okay.
And this shows all the way down to my farm level, about 40-50 blocks. You can grow a full-size tree inside the base if you wanted to.
Oh, that's nice.
Right. So, hopping back on inside, if we'll hop off to the left and through the little maze, don't worry about the doors. We'll come down the staircase. You got a nice little view. Thought about making this a nice little sitting room, so you can sit and overlook your farm.
Okay.
But coming on down to the very bottom of the staircase, you got your farm level. Now, farm level's still more or less incomplete. I got some goldenrod growing over off here to the side. You gotta take care of the dysentery whenever it hits, right?
Alright, that works.
So, but let's move on down one more level. over here we've got the living quarters section. And this is a very big section. It's intended to accommodate between 6 to 8 people if they want to put their bedrolls down here. So the ceiling, I've made use of the in-game trusses. They support a lot of mass in a very short span. So if you're concerned with structural integrity, because the game's awesome like that, you can do about 10 blocks before you need a column from bedrock.
Okay. And like the way these rooms are set up, I'd imagine if someone, like if you had people come in here, they could probably take wooden blocks and complete these walls and have their own little rooms and stuff.
Precisely.
Okay,
so
that's
move
cool.
on. Right up. So going on down, we got our crafting room. I never got the ability to finish this room. More or less, build all the storages, build all the workbenches that your heart desires. You got ample space, so if you're in a multiplayer environment like this, where you've got 10 players on at once, someone needs something built, but they don't want to wait. Build one in each workbench.
I'm so gonna steal this pipe idea. Like, this is so cool because I like to think of these pipes as like running gas, electric, and maybe ventilation from the forges and stuff. Take it out of the base.
Oh yeah, do that, please.
Yeah, like I'll put like 2 on the top, and then I'll put the crafting tables underneath it, and maybe even for forges, I could have them connect somehow. Oh, is there like a pipe like looking? I could just use pipes, honestly. I could either craft pipes or spawn them in. Maybe I can get someone to make me a pipe recipe or something. Yeah, I really like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, simple XML edit would fix that too. I'm pretty sure Dan Cap can do something for you.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that dude's awesome when it comes to modlets.
Oh, hell yeah.
So this next level here is my cold storage room. This is for all like the overflow storage. Again, in completed sections, but everything on the boxes, everything that your
Jesus.
heart would need.
Wow.
Again, you want to talk mass storage? I got you.
Wow.
And it wraps around all 4 sides.
Now, is this pretty close to where the zombies drop down, though? Like, aren't you worried that they'll, like, get to this part, or...?
No, I'm not at all, because we still have another level beneath us.
Okay.
So, hopping on down, let me open up one of these hatches here. So, we have our Horde base.
Oh, okay. Now I know what I'm looking at.
So, this Horde base here has been successfully tested and is capable of surviving a direct demolisher assault from one demolisher.
Is that stuff down there steel?
It is all steel down below.
Good. You're making me nervous. I thought that was like... At first, I thought it was brick. And I'm like, there's no way that's brick. And then I was like, it's probably reinforced concrete. And then you said demolish. I was like, that's got to be steel.
It's steel all the way around from the bottom up to this point here where we're standing on those wooden iron bars that you love so much.
How many of these like pillars could you lose and the space still stand up?
In one section you could lose one entire pillar. Again, I went with the metal trussing underneath our feet here, so that we don't have to worry about an entire column collapsing. I would.
Oh, if this place ever collapsed, I'd have to get it on video. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's one thing when you were initially talking about coming on and doing a server tour and our Horde Night of day 130 approaching. I was like, should I test the Baconator? Should I leave it alone? I don't want to be like, yeah, I collapsed.
How many demolishers were you getting at one time?
Well, we were lucky. We only got about 2 or 3 demolishers at a time, and I think we topped out around 6 demolishers for the whole night.
Really?
The other guys got it way worse.
Oh, so you weren't with everybody. You guys split up. There was like... It wasn't everyone on the server. Yeah, because I was going to say there's no way you only got 2. I mean, like I just did my Horde Night. I got like 4 at a time, a couple different times, and my game stage is nowhere near what yours guys is. I mean, I was like 250 maybe.
Yeah, especially since multiplayer game stage is completely broke AF. Like, It's not even funny. Broke. But this base is settled out on bedrock, so if we wanted to, let me go over here to this hatch. We can even climb down to the bedrock level of the place. And, like, no matter what you do, the demolishers, they're not going to be able to punch through this thing. So you're pretty well and square. You ain't got to worry about a floor blowing out and things collapsing. But again, if one of these pillars were to collapse, I mean, you might be in for some issues. But again, version 1.0 of the base build, I think version 2.0, we could definitely yield a lot better.
So one thing I would like to see in this kind of build is somewhere to throw grenades down through.
Indeed, that's one thing that we've speculated that we could possibly do is come over to about the side here, and on these 3, about mid-level here, we could definitely take those.
Can you get a grenade through one block? Because I know you can't with Molotovs.
I've never tested one, but we could definitely give it a shot. I don't have a nade to toss, unfortunately.
Hold on, I'll get you one. Grenade. I'll do it.
Alrighty then. Let me get this one broken out here.
Yeah, because Dan has a really cool way where you could like toss a grenade down a little shaft and it'll like kind of pop out the other side. So back up. Oh yeah, perfect.
Checkmate.
You could bounce it off the wall, kind of bring it back, or you could just put them in the floor and just rain down. You know what you could do? If you got a couple demolishers down there, you put it in the floor, you drop a couple grenades unprimed, and then you drop one primed, and it chain reactions. I was doing it last night on Horde, and it was sick.
Oh, big time. I believe it was, what, Alpha 16 or was it Alpha 17 where you had holes in the floor and you could toss nades through?
Yeah, it doesn't work with Molotovs, but grenades, I mean, that went through easy. That was a piece of cake.
That's even perfect then. Horde Knight, watch out! Here we come.
You said that the zombies were beating on the outside wall when you guys were down here?
Yeah. So me and a couple of the guys were standing at about this location here, and as the zombies would fall from the ground level up top, they would land, lose a third of their health due to zombie drop height health reductions, and some of them would come at us up to about, I'd say, close to the pillars, but they would turn around for some odd reason and start attacking the outside wall. Now, that's probably to break that block to tunnel up back to the surface to do the same thing, so you have more or less a fall pit design if that were to happen. Some of the zombies would, however, go into their quote-unquote rage mode and just start beating on some of the pillars, but even without having an overlook to watch over the entirety of the pillars, because you would assume you can't reach the front of the pillar, but when you hit a zombie, they typically stagger backwards just enough to where the point you can actually tag them and kill them quickly, especially if you're using AP.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, man.
Thank you.
Yep, I dig it. It's pretty sweet. I would just have murder holes for grenades, and that's the only. I would, you know what I would do? I would make like a walkway on the other side over there. I'd imagine if you made a 1 wide walkway over there, or even 2 wide, if zombies land on it, would they attack straight down? I wonder. I don't know how it would work. I wonder if there'd be a way. Oh, you know what you could do? You could put like a walkway on the other side made out of iron bars, right? And then above it you could put a ramp piece and then a ramp wedge. So when they come down on it, they have no choice but to slide off it and fall into the pit. That way, if there's any underneath you and you're having a hard time getting to them, you could have like an outside part. You could like walk around the entire base.
That is a pretty freaking cool idea on that one there.
Probably don't need it, but it'd be pretty neat.
That it would definitely be neat. Version 2 of this base incorporates Havoc's Demolisher, as we nicknamed it, the Double D, design to this level, so it pretty much completely erases, the whole cage and bar system.
Yeah, because like if you could run to an outside part and have like a bridge going to the outside part with hatches, and then you open up the hatches, and then the outside part is not connected to the inside part, it should get them off your pillars here in case the pillars ever start really taking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Also, plates around the pillars down there. I just thought about that.
Oh yes, definitely plates. I did not think about that until relatively recently when I saw in the Discord someone was doing plates around their.
I always forget to use them. I always forget to use them. I mean, if you really want it to be, well, no, you don't want to do that because that's just cheating. But I was thinking the ramps and the ramp tips, but that would just be cheating. They wouldn't be able to even attack it, right?
That is true. I mean, they can still technically attack it, but it's difficult for them to hit. It kind of like, Alpha 16 Treehouse type
Yeah, yeah,
board
yeah.
base. But the next version not only incorporates the Demolisher into this level here, but the outside wall will incorporate a tier drop system. So after a zombie drops a certain number of blocks, they'll lose a third of their health. If we do that 3 times, the zombie's more or less dead when they hit, rock bottom. You take them out with, a couple bullets.
Yeah.
You get the XP, game over, right? Bears, unfortunately, don't suffer the same drop damage. They do not take fall damage whatsoever. Don't ask me how I know.
Well, honestly, the only thing you really got to worry about in this game at this stage is demolishers. So.
Exactly, and they're always the Achilles heel, especially with bases like this, especially game end. It's more or less game over if you've got 5 or 6 demolishers at once and they all blow up and chain react.
I don't even think that would destroy this base. It probably wouldn't even take out a pillar.
You don't think? I mean, I know
No.
they're all solid steel.
I mean, I guess
underneath.
if they were, but they can't stand on top of each other. They take up their own blocks. So if there's a bunch of demolishers right next to one of your pillars, the other ones can't stand right next to it. So they can only stand. Like I had a couple, maybe 3 demolishers blow up in my base on my last horde day, and it did not take. They didn't get in. So.
Dang.
Yeah.
Is that video up on YouTube yet?
No, I just recorded it. It's gonna be going up probably next week.
Okay.
It was pretty good though. I had a good time.
Watch that one.
All right. Well, is this it for this base then? Any other?
That it is. There's no other real surprises aside from what might happen on Demolisher 2.0.
No, I can't get out of here. You know what?
You got DM and CMO right there, but
yeah, I went to DM and I ended up turning off DM.
Ugh.
So I'm gonna go up and grab a screenshot for this one, and thank you for the base tour. I love it. It's awesome.
Not a problem, Cage. You're quite welcome, and hope to see you back for the Demolisher 2.0 Baconator 2.0 combo.
Nice. All right, and we're now here with Sheba with his horde base. Does this horde base have a name?
Yes, the Loft.
The Loft. Okay. Oh yeah, I just saw that. Where was it? There it is. There it is, the Loft. That's going to be the screenshot. Man, we're losing daylight. Darn it. I don't think I can mess around with the daylight on this server either. I mean, I can, but it doesn't really work that well. Alright, well, whatever. I'll worry about that later. Okay, so, give me a tour.
Alright, well, it's kind of got the hatch layout design here. So you come up.
Oh, okay.
And then you can go ahead and open your hatches, walk across. And then you can, close these behind you. Close the door. Come up. It's a little weird with the hatch door and the bars. You kind of got to get the right angle.
Or I could just do this. There we go.
There you go. There you go.
That works.
And then you come through here, and this pretty much just gets rid of their pathing from going there. Close it behind you. And basically, these 4 pillars that the base is on has the incline wedge and the wedge tips with plates, so they don't attack that. Okay. And then they end up falling in the ultimate pit of death. And then you just throw grenades, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We got the
you got the hatch there for the grenades. Okay. Yeah, I was testing throwing grenades. Molotovs don't go through hatches that well, but grenades do.
Yeah, I know you got to carry a bunch of water to. If you're probably gonna I light myself on fire quite often, so you got to get rid of that.
Did you ever throw down like 3 or 4 grenades without priming them, and then throw down a primed one?
Yes, that's happened. It's kind of like where you reload the shotgun, you can like fire twice.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you got like a bunch of grenades down there that don't do anything, and then when you throw the last grenade, it sets off a chain reaction and blows them all up, and it's like massive amounts of damage.
Yeah, I do use the red grenades. I forget what they're called, but the ones that do more damage but not as much damage to structures, and that way you can just keep throwing them nonstop. And
the contact grenades?
Just ultimate destruction.
Are you spec'd into Demolitions Expert?
Yes, I am maxed out in the Demolition Expert.
And these little poles here, just so you can kind of look over the railings?
Yeah, so that you can step up, and if I do carry a marksman rifle with me, so you can just take him out if you need.
Do you ever have a problem with vultures puking at you through the bars?
Yes, so I do go ahead and step up here and throw my junk turret up there to take care of them. If you get hit, that kind of sucks, but I have the shotgun for close range, take them out. I mean, it happens. Nothing you can really do about it.
I like the way I like the outside of this build. It's pretty yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's because like I'm looking for different builds. Like, basically you want to have the iron bars underneath you and iron bars above you and like the iron bars on the side, but like mine are always just iron bars. I like the way you put the blocks here on the outsides. And then I mean it's less like open space for you to shoot the zombies coming in, but it really looks cool. So
yeah. I mean, you're not really going to be shooting them out. They're mainly going to come under here. I did a lot of testing, but this is a kind of base where instead of taking a while to build like the Baconator, you can start this on day one with wood, and then you can keep going. So it's really not that much work. You can just keep upgrading it as you go.
it looks like the digging is the most time, but even then it doesn't look like it's that much.
So really, the digging is the floor around the pit is 2 blocks deep, and then the pit itself.
Oh yeah, okay.
So yeah, so it's not completely dug out.
Oh yeah, that's not even a lot of digging, really.
Yeah, it's really pretty easy. It only took me like a couple hours, but then you got to upgrade. So it depends on where you're spec'd. If you're intellect and you can get the steel, then you can get all of the materials quickly. But if you had to build out of cobblestone, you could.
This would be a really cool place to build. Like when you first start your game, find an iron node, and then start building your base on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, because you could. What you could do is instead of having the 4 pillars, you could just have 1 pillar and a pit around it, and then just build up and have your base on top, and then you've pretty much got the zombie-proof base, which is also your Horde Night base.
So do you do your Horde Nights here alone, or do other people hang with you?
This is relatively new. I've done a couple Horde Nights here. Normally, it's just me, and everyone else has got their own, but it's just me normally.
Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Good job, man.
Thank you.